think they're boring mean, and that's the worst kind of mean.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Just sitting there on their phone being like, everyone's the worst. I don't care.
So I will say, I think it's a little unfair because Rob has battled like mental health issues and things like that. So for her to just kind of make a comparison that doesn't really show the severity of the issue.
Remark.
That was it, right? Just a remark off the cuff. But I think she's also trying to say that Kourtney's just over this lifestyle. Like, she's trying to live a different life away from the cluster of these sisters.
Well, that'd be something I respect because, like, honestly, I'm not the biggest Kardashian fan. That's not big breaking news or anything. Exactly. But, like, for someone trying to kind of escape that fishbowl lifestyle and all the press, the paparazzi, all credit to him. If that's what that means, like being robbed by getting out of it, I mean, all for it, right?
Yeah, I'm for her freedom for sure. I don't want to hear anything about you anymore.
Right, exactly.
Her freedom. Dramatic.
Well, that's also the interesting point. And that's what I find so fascinating about when I see these clips or when I catch an episode. It's like these people are getting paid millions upon millions of dollars to fight with each other. This would be like if they just brought up the camera to Thanksgiving dinner at our house.
That's what I'm saying.
We'd make so much money.
I already know how this works. I have a poor family. We do the same thing.
I will say, a poor family. I will say, though, I think that, like, I don't have the relationships in my life, they don't function like that.
Right.
Like, we're not calling each other names and cuss words. We're not, yelling at each other, trying to destroy each other's lives. We just yell at each other.
Yes.
So, I feel like I don't want to normalize them going so far. Like, I know they're sisters and family, but I feel like they take it too far.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, they are also pandering for the TV cameras a little bit. There's a lot of that in play.
I mean, we don't know how that works at all.
Right, exactly. We don't know what about filling time is. And,
Wonderful idea. First of all, any time where you can work at home, that's a good time.
Amen to that. Amen.
But I have a 5-month-old at home. A 5-month-old puppy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
all the Twitter's like, what?
Yeah. 5-month-old puppy. And he needs me. He needs his cuddles. He needs all his kisses.
Get those little belly rubs.
He needs a little belly rub.
I think it sounds like you need it more than he needs it.
Oh, no. He needs me at home.
What do you
with
think,
him.
Kelsie?
Now listen, you know how I like to get a little serious on the show sometimes.
Right.
I think my beef is like people are not giving women maternity leave.
Right.
Maybe let's start there and then go to the pups. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go.
Look,
that could work.
I'm all about everyone
That's
trying to
important.
get time off wherever the heck you can get time off.
True.
Totally fine. But I agree. I think there are bigger battles we need to be fighting before then. And again, not to get all serious, but yeah, your maternity leave, paternity leave. Some people don't have any time for bereavement. Some people barely get time off for jury duty. I mean, there are people like, look, let's look at how this affects all different communities. Let's find and help communities that actually need, people that need help. Some of these minimum wage workers that could use a sick day every now and then. Let's fight for those causes first, and then we can get to our furry friends.
Yeah. I do get a little like fur jealousy sometimes. Because like I'll be walking in a neighborhood that's a little more affluent than me, and sometimes I have to move for the dogs, and I'm like, I don't condone it, but I just want to kick your dog away.
But I know Felicia would never come back. That's the problem with you. If you took paternity leave, you would be gone forever.
If only I could bring my puppy back with me.
Oh,
he'll be sitting
that'd be
right here next to me.
Gosh, right there in the little flower.
Yeah.
That's exactly just right in there.
No, but I get what you're saying. I totally agree with you guys. Like, I love my dog. It's a little silly. Like, there are definitely a lot of women that need that time off. There's so many women I know, like, when you see the signs, the preschool signs, and they're going back to work that says we accept 3 months to 6 years old. Like, to send your child away after you've been with them for maybe 2 months is a lot.
Yeah.
So there's certainly, I think we all agree, there's certainly bigger and more important things you need time off for, but I guess, hey, if you can get it, go for it. We've all had embarrassing moments out there, and I think these are all common ones maybe that we've all experienced. So let's go ahead and show some of these. All right, so if you were to forget someone's name.
All the time.
All the time, right?
Sorry.
You just say, sorry, I'm having one of those days, which I don't quite know what that means. Amnesia days or something?
Dementia.
Sorry,
but that's every day.
So please give me your name again. I think that's fair. I think to say something like, I'm sorry, I've forgotten. The worst is when you've met someone like 10 times, and you're like, now what's your name again? They're like, John, I've told you.
Yeah,
like,
there's no turn back.
But see, for me, because I know I'm so bad at names, I always introduce myself. I always say who I am and where I'm from, if I'm from work or something, like I always do.
And
when you say that to some people, like, we've met before.
All the
Yes,
time
I
I
know.
say that.
Me
I
too.
was like, I know, but I'm just in the habit because I never, people do that to me all the time. And I meet so many people in a day, in a week, because of the industry that we work in, and it's not personal.
do you ever have your wingman?
Oh my gosh, all the time.
Do the intro, be
For
like,
sure.
say your name.
Especially if I go back home. If I go back home, sometimes my mom will be like, and the car ride over to some sort of, I don't know, like hee-haw dance. You know, I'm like, Mom, let's go through it. Like,
Right.
we'll go, or I'll go and I'll do Facebook before. Sometimes I get like stealthy, so I feel cool, but most of
Yes.
the time I'm like, I'm Kelsie.
Yes.
Oh
I'll
my
do that.
gosh, I did that for my family reunion. I had to look on Facebook to see who all these people
For your
were.
family?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Felicia. All right.
I hadn't seen them in a while.
Let's get to the next one. You send a nasty email to the wrong person, and they say own up to it. So maybe you're trying to say something bad about someone, let's say Jordan, and you just send it to Jordan accidentally.
That was too fast,
I know,
John.
sorry.
That was too fast.
So just own up to it. I think that's probably the best move. And it's also the only move. What are you supposed to say? You can't fake your way through
There's
that.
no other way
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
gotta do that. All right, here's one that I've never done, could
Yeah,
never.
right.
Fart in an elevator. So you're just supposed to kind of own up to this one, say, pardon me, or stay silent. I would just stay silent and look at the other person.
First of all, try to hold it in.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
number
Right.
one.
Yeah,
Right, number
you gotta
one.
work on your Kegels.
Right. All right, so overall, yes, don't fart in an elevator if you can avoid it.
Sure.
But if you do and it's just you and another person, you can't be like, ooh, this
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the other person.
Yeah, yeah, I do blame for
Right,
sure.
exactly,
And that's when you have to have your little dog with you and be like,
Exactly. There's a couple other ones on the list, but of course, I think the ultimate thing is if you're embarrassed, the more honest you are, the better things are in the long run, right?
I say lie.